Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Football Manager 2017. And here we go then into the FA Cup third round against Bury. Mark Robbins is their manager and we are going to be playing a rotated team. But first to talk about transfers. It is of course the transfer window. And unfortunately they are completely out of the question. I have no budget and a wage budget of £13,000 a week left. So that means nothing. That really means nothing can come in. I am working on maybe getting rid of Nkudu, who is garbage, maybe Vincent Janssen as well, because at the moment he is just rotting on the bench, not doing anything, so I might try and recoup a bit of money from them, but other than that, at the moment, it's not looking good on that pond, but I don't think we need too much. I think we're doing quite well. I mean, look at our league position, you know, I think we have a squad capable of winning the Europa League, certainly, so that's what we're aiming for now. We'll come back to transfers on another date because I just want to get this game done and dusted, because I want to introduce you to well, I think I may have introduced you before, but this is Marcus Edwards. Now you may have heard a little bit about this kid, but he, by all accounts, is meant to be very good, or at least has the potential to be very good. As you can see on here, 3 stars, potential. I think, no, sorry, 4-star with potential. That is a really strange way of saying it, but that's apparently the way Football Manager insists. Yeah, he's only 18, born in 1998. God, doesn't that make you feel old? And yeah, he looks pretty good. I'm going to play him out wide today. This team have got Lloris, Trippier, Wimmer, Vertonghen, Davis, Rabiot. I'm going to play Dele Alli. I think it's a really good opportunity for him to maybe play himself into some sort of form. Marcus Edwards, Eric Lamela, and Harry Kane. We have Tom Carroll on the bench, also with Sidney Sam. As you can see, these two are a bit crap at the moment, so I'm working on getting rid of them and making some money. Maybe we can buy another player in from getting rid of those two. Cardi is on the bench, but hopefully we won't need him, as Harry Kane should be able to demolish these without much of a wink. So 1-6 odds on. That's always good. There's no other major games, I don't think, on at the moment. It's all just your typical potential. I think Leicester Burton. That's like a sort of a derby, I think. It's a Midlands derby of some sort. But yeah, Zeki Ismail. Who remember? Oh, sorry, Zeli Ismail. Zeki. So I'm thinking of Zeki Fries. Sorry, on my defence, there aren't many names that begin with Z. Yeah, Zeli Ismail. He was... he was on my Liverpool save for, I want to say, FM12. I think he might have even been a wonder kid at some point. Yeah, he was good on previous Football Managers. But now here he is playing at Bury, so that kind of sums it up, really. So we'll go to Calm. Let's see. We're all very capable of that. Yeah, I thought that mightn't give much of a reaction, but it doesn't matter because, as I say, I'm very confident in us here. We have more than enough to take these apart. So I mentioned in the last video that I wanted to just discuss a few things. Well, not a few things, it's one thing. Whilst this is going on in the background, I want to talk about this idea that I've had to do a potential podcast. I have thought about this for a long time, and I think I might act on it at some point. Marcus Edwards, 1-0. How about that? It's not a debut or anything, but it's his first Tottenham goal. Nice finish, Marcus Edwards. Well done, lad. So yeah, I want to do a podcast. Now, it's not a football... Well, it is a football podcast, but it's mostly a Liverpool podcast, which I know is not for everyone. I know not everyone is a Liverpool fan, and I know you'll probably be quite disinterested by that. But if you are a Liverpool fan and would like to know sort of, you know, my views, because the only other time I talk about Liverpool really is on Twitter, and Twitter's a terrible platform for that because it depends on how the voice comes across in your head. And I think because, you know, you're reading it, and for a lot of people, it can seem quite sort of angry because that's how Twitter sort of operates, isn't it? Twitter's a very angry place at the moment and has been for a long time. So generally, the thing about Twitter is it's a lot easier to be, not necessarily, I was going to say evil, but I think that's too long a word, but yeah, just negative. It's a lot easier to be negative on Twitter than it is to be positive. So I feel like if I actually spoke properly and explained myself a little bit more, then a podcast would be the best way to do it. So if you're interested in hearing a Liverpool podcast from me, please let me know. I've designed some artwork which I might show at a later date. It's not finished yet, I'm still sort of tweaking it to make it look a bit more professional. But I've had the idea of calling it Red Alert because a lot of the good ones are taken. I don't really want to use like any sort of trademark names, which you have to be careful about, if you want to do things properly. It's 2-0 anyway. Getting back to this game, Eric Lamela with a nice goal. Should have been 3 there. Sloppy from Harry Kane. We're going to make a sub now. Let's see, we will take off... Okay, like again, Dele Alli, rubbish. We'll take off Rabiot for... what we'll do is we'll put on Tom Carroll, but we'll move him up, so we'll have 3 in midfield. That's what we'll do. I think I might just leave it at that, to be honest. This is, as I say, dead and buried. Could be 3 here. There's Harry Kane. Lovely. Smashing it into the top corner. There's his 9th goal of the season. I'll just make a very quick change to these tactics. Yep, Tom Carroll, happy with that. That's good. 3-0. Let's just sit back and enjoy this game, because we aren't going to get too many of them this season. But yeah, if you are interested, as I say, in me doing a podcast, please let me know. And also what you'd actually like to hear from me, what like features you'd like me to do, or what elements you'd like me to talk about, because it's a wide variety of topics that you could talk about when it comes to podcasts. I have little sort of stinger music down. I've got all these little ideas. But yeah, I want to hear from you. What do you think I could do in that regard for a podcast? It would be about Liverpool, and it would be a sort of, a preview and, I guess, an aftermath. More thinking towards the aftermath type of thing, like a match review. I would like to do one reviewing each game, maybe doing a preview for each game, something like that. So something along those lines. It's still early days, but I've had this idea, and I'd like to be able to do it. It's also a possibility, it's something for me to do on the side as well as Football Manager, because I've been doing this for a long time now, and I'm not saying it's getting stale. It's not getting stale. Trust me, it's not getting stale. It's just, it needs a bit of a refresher, because as good as Football Manager is, it can only hold so much of your time before you do start thinking, I would like to move on and do something else now and broaden my horizon, so to speak. Anyway, what we're going to do before we end this video, as you can see, we have the FA Cup draw. Next game is going to be against Wolves. Now, that's going to be the first semi-final. Really, we should win here. I think I'm going to play Marcus Edwards. I know that's a real bit risky, but he looked good there. He's got himself a goal. His match fitness should be all right. Why not play him? I think it's worth a go. So we'll have a look here. We will do the draw and see who we get. So I'll join you for that in a second. Right, here we are then. So 4th round, 41 teams going in. Just a little bit of news before we get into it. George Kevin Nkudu has gone on loan to Angers. He just want him out the team, quite frankly. No money at all. We're still paying his wages and all that. Just get the lad playing. Maybe he'll put himself into some sort of form that I can use next season. I don't know. So yeah, let's get into the draw then. Let's see. So who... there. I was going to say, I was wondering where Arsenal was. They usually jump out at you, but it looks like there's been no massive giant kills. Man U's still there. Liverpool's still there. I think I saw Chelsea. In fact, did I? Or are they down here? It's interesting. Anyway, let's draw the team. Let's just get on with it. Newcastle, Brighton, Arsenal. Some good ones here. In fact, should we just draw all teams? Where are we? Bristol City. I'll take that. That's pretty good. So we get Bristol at home. Winnable. Again, that is quite winnable. So let's have a look at some of the other ties. Let's see if we've got any big fixtures here. Man U, Watford's an all-Premier League tie. Let's see any more. Hull, Stoke. They say they're all Premier League ties. They're not very good, are they? No, there's no massive standout ties. Newcastle potentially against Arsenal. That could be interesting. Other than that, no other ties that we should really, though, be blasting on through to the 5th round. So I think that should be taking place in January as well. Indeed it does. That will be the final one. Probably. Yeah, I think. There's the game. I think that they had to rejig. That's why if you looked at the fixture list in the last video, it may have looked a bit strange because the FA Cup game wasn't listed for various reasons. Anyway, that's going to do it from me. I'm beginning to ramble now, so I will close the video with this. So next game against Wolves is in the League Cup semi-final. It's at White Hart Lane. Walter Zenga is still the manager. We need to build up a massive lead. Dicko's out and Sue is ineligible, but Dembele is out for us. Let's see how it goes. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and I will see you for the League Cup semi-final. Until then, bye-bye.